Hello everyone, Greg's Gauntlet here with another video showcasing 10 more tips and tricks for the iPhone X. Let's get right into it. Okay, so if you're the lucky owner of an iPhone X, you know that Face ID usually works exceptionally well, but there are a few times that Face ID does fail. Sure, you could swipe up and activate it again, but if you're on the lock screen and simply want to check your notifications, there isn't a clear way to get Face ID to retry the facial recognition. Thankfully, there is a simple but hidden trick to get Face ID to rescan your face. Simply swipe down on the home bar and Face ID will retry without opening directly into the phone. This way, you can see your notifications without having to fully unlock when Face ID fails. Some people have pegged Face ID as a two-step system to unlocking the iPhone X. Step 1, lift the iPhone X up, wait for the padlock to unlock, and step 2, swipe up to unlock the screen. However, there is a faster way to unlock the iPhone X. Simply just swipe up before the padlock even opens, and Face ID will start authenticating while you swipe up, and you can log directly into the phone. There's no reason to wait for the padlock to open. You can just swipe up immediately, and Face ID will do the rest. It's super quick, super fast, and a super simple way just to log into your phone. Okay, I couldn't think of a really good name for this tip, but let's just call it Animoji Emoji Mode. So you can record an Animoji recording and send it off as a 10-second clip, but you can also send them as static emojis. This took me a little while to figure out. Simply make the facial expression you want and then tap the Animoji. It will create a static emoji for you to send to your friends and family. This is really cool, especially when you don't want to bother people with an Animoji video, but you still want to send a personalized emoji expression. This method also works to send Animoji as a sticker. Simply hold down on the Animoji and drag it to the messages window. You can place these Animoji stickers anywhere on the chat, just like a regular iMessage sticker. So an even more expressive way to kind of use Animoji without having to record a video of yourself, especially if you're in like a private situation. You can simply just make a funny face and turn your Animoji into a nice sticker. Habits are hard to change, and using the iPhone X is all about changing your habits. I used to wake up my iPhone to check the lock screen notifications by pressing the home button on previous iPhones, but Apple removed the home button. Your second instinct would be to press the sleep wake button on the side of the phone, and that's a good way to wake up the display, but sometimes it can be a hassle, especially if your iPhone is mounted in a car holder or if your iPhone is sitting in an awkward position on your desk. Thankfully, Apple added another way to turn on the display of your phone, similar to the way you would wake up the screen on the Apple Watch. Simply tap anywhere on the iPhone X screen, and you can wake the screen on your iPhone without having to press the side button. This is a super easy way to wake up the phone without having to resort to pressing the side button, and definitely replaces using the home button as a way to wake up the phone display. Mostly everyone knows how to activate the iPhone X app switcher by now. In Apple's promotional material and tutorials, they show a slow process of swiping up and pausing in the middle of the screen. This is a much slower process than double tapping the old iPhone home button, but you can actually activate the new app switcher much faster. You don't have to swipe up slowly and then pause to expand the app switcher view. Simply swipe up quickly, but pause slightly anywhere on the screen. As you swipe, the app switcher will open immediately. This is a much faster process than dragging the app all the way to the middle of the screen and pausing. It feels faster than the older method of using the app switcher 2 by pressing the button twice. So just remember, as you're swiping up, you just have to pause slightly anywhere as you're doing that, and the app switcher will open very quickly. If you have an iPhone X, you know it can sometimes be a pain to activate Control Center, especially if you are using the iPhone one-handed. That's because Apple switched Control Center. It used to be at the bottom of the screen to swipe up, and that was very easy to activate one-handed. But because Apple switched Control Center to the top right of the phone, this gesture can be somewhat complicated to activate one-handed. But there's actually another way to activate this gesture using Reachability. Simply drag the home bar down with Reachability enabled, then swipe the right of the screen to access Control Center. This is a useful gesture when holding the phone with one hand and your finger can't reach the top right of the screen. Okay, so you're stubborn, you don't like the redesign of the iPhone, you wish the iPhone X went with a virtual home button much like Android. Well, there is actually a very simple way to make your iPhone X have a home button. Simply go to the settings, go to accessibility, and activate the home button. You can get a nice little virtual home button here, which you can slide to anywhere on the screen and use it just like a virtual home button like you would on an Android phone. Actually, there's even more options here for the home button. You can actually open Control Center straight from this. You can open the notifications window. You can open Siri. There's a lot of accessibility, customizable controls here as well. So you can actually customize this home button to basically do any kind of gesture you want to do on the phone. It's actually really cool. to add it as a power user feature if you want to quickly access certain menus inside of the iPhone. It's a really cool thing, especially if you're missing the home button. Personally, I don't activate this. I really like the new gestures. But hey, if you're looking for a home button, there still is an option to activate a home button on the iPhone X. This one is a simple tip you already probably know about, but the iPhone X officially supports fast charging now. So ditch the charger that came with the phone and pick up a fast charger. I recommend using the Anker 29-watt USB-C charger, which costs way less than Apple's official 29-watt charger. And pick up a USB-C to Lightning cable as well, that way you can plug it in. It's a shame Apple didn't include a fast charger on such an expensive phone, but I feel buying a fast charger is worth it, especially if you are a power user and for those times where you really just need to quickly charge your phone. Okay, and this is my last tip. Face ID is pretty awesome, but there are some times where you might want to disable this feature before handing your phone over, say to law enforcement, a border or custom agent, or just a friend who likes to play a lot of pranks on you. Simply hold the iPhone X side button and volume up button at the same time to enable this screen. Once you get to this screen, you can see you have a couple different options here, but all you have to do is press the side button on your phone to make it go to sleep, and the iPhone X will actually disable Face ID and require you to use your passcode to log into your phone. It's a pretty simple step if you're handing over your phone to someone untrustworthy and you are worried about them pointing the phone at your face to unlock it using Face ID, and you can just quickly enable this, put on the passcode, and not have to worry about someone abusing the Face ID system to log into your phone. Okay everyone, thanks for watching the 10 more tips and tricks video. Give it a like and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more. Also, let me know what your favorite tips and tricks are in the comments below, and I will see you in the next video. Take care everyone.